Hey, what is up, you guys? Nolan here with ear stretching tips and shit. Alright, so last video I made, I was taping my 7/16 plugs going to a 1/2 inch, and they were kind of cool plugs. They lit up, they were metal, and they twist on. As you can see, I'm not wearing them now. And I'm here to talk to you about irritations. Obviously, ear irritations, stretching irritations, things like itchy, painful, swelling, stuff like that. So, I'm gonna just move my hair because I don't like it in my face like that. So, as you can see, back to these. I think I've worn these in a video before. I could be wrong. These are 7/16ths. So I taped and taped and taped. Got in my 1/2 inches, no pain, no problem. Could, stretch them, pull them, stuff like that. And as you can see, my ears are fine right now. So a while back, as you guys would know if you watched my previous videos, I got a rash on both my ears. Took my plugs out, they shrunk to a 4 gauge, and then I re-upped, and now I'm back to 7/16ths. So I went to 1/2 inch, had them on. My right one irritated me in my sleep, and my right one's usually my good one, so it was painful to sleep on, and so it was like, it didn't hurt like ever, but when I slept on it, it hurt, and it was kind of itchy. And I'll try to show you guys, there's like a little thing back here. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see the video camera. Yeah, it's like right back here, and I don't know what it is exactly, but it's on both my ears. I seriously don't know what it is. It's like a scab thing, and I think it's just from the irritation of them. So basically, my ears just became itchy and stuff, and I noticed like symptoms of the rash coming back. So I immediately downsized after it became like an unbearable, like a really annoying pain to sleep on. So I downsized 7/16ths. My ears, had a gap. I don't know if they still do because my ears may have shrunk. They still have a gap. I don't know if you're gonna see it on there. So they have a gap. So irritations. First off is noticing an irritation, knowing the difference between irritation and a infection. So infection will obviously, like, they both have pus kind of things. Mine did have like greeny yellow, crusty stuff, which I got off and it hasn't occurred again. But that is mainly with infection. And the first thing you obviously do when you figure out what it is downsize. Yeah, so infection, you should typically know if you have an infection. It'll be really painful. There will be an obvious area you can see where it is. Like, I had a little like red spot down here, and I try not to touch my ears still because if I do it, like, I have sensitive skin, so if I itch them, they get red, they get rashy, and it's not fun. So if you have an infection, keep jewelry in, which is, most people should know that. If your ears are really small and they have an infection and you take them out like a fresh piercing, it'll shrink and the infection will be trapped inside and it'll be really, really bad. So keep jewelry in. Obviously change it because if it is an irritation, it could be caused by what your jewelry is made out of. So change it. And this is only for ear stretching, is change it. If it's an infection, you just got your ears pierced, don't change it. That's really bad. But like, if you've had your ears pierced for a long time and then they got infected, probably change what you had in last. So when you find out it's an irritation, which is what I'm talking about, not infection, because infection, just keep your jewelry in, see a doctor, whatever you do for that. So irritations, however, you'll want to downsize. Yeah, downsize. Boo, boo. Yeah, everyone hates downsizing. Everyone wants to get to their goal, but it's a serious thing. You should downsize. Some people don't downsize. I wasn't going to downsize, actually. I was just going to put my taped ones back in, but this one was kind of sore, so I'm like, I'm going to downsize. So they typically will be sore too if there's an irritation. So it was sore. I decided to downsize. It's what I recommend, but some people won't always do it, and it's just what happens. And if you get hurt or ruin your ears because you didn't downsize, I told you so. If not, then good for you. So downsizing and changing the jewelry. And if you never had a problem with the jewelry and all of a sudden you get an irritation, you don't necessarily have to like change them if you're not going to downsize anyway, but you should probably still downsize. So what you want to do with irritations, mine are really itchy, and because I have sensitive skin, it's really bad to itch them. So the main thing is don't itch. That's my main advice. And see, I actually have this elastic band on my wrist, so if I have the need to itch, you flick it, and it hurts like hell. And yeah, you don't want to do that. So just try not to itch at your best. What I do is I have this like rash cream I got from when they were originally read and stuff, so I would put that on it sometimes. Not very often actually. So don't like go to a doctor to get this prescribed to you just because your ears are irritated. They'll just tell you you're stupid, and basically it. They'll just tell you you're really stupid because people like to judge other people for having stretched ears, and it happens, and we're all over it, aren't we? And if you're not, you'll get there. So a good thing to buy would be vitamin E oil. It's really good for your skin, acne scars, stretching, stretch marks. That's what they're called. Um, you're stretching anything, it helps with healing and stuff. So definitely buy vitamin E oil, jojoba oil. Those two are really good for it. I use vitamin E oil. So the first thing I actually did though is I took them out, I showered, I cleaned my ears. I always put shampoo in my ears, even if I don't wash my hair, I'll put shampoo in them and wash around them and stuff. I think it helps. You could use antibacterial soap. I don't know people personally, but I know that's the thing people do. Um, Another good thing to do is obviously sea salt water soak. So I do that before every shower. I put however much sea salt in, I just kind of do that, and I put warm water in, lukewarm, hot water, and I soak my ears for 30 seconds each. Some people do it like a long time. Like some people put vitamin E oil on for like 15 minutes and leave it for an hour. I put it 1 minute and leave for half an hour. Um, and yeah, that's all I can really think of, I believe. Um, the main thing just really is downsize. Try not to like touch them or play with them. It's like the same thing as a fresh piercing. You don't want to play with it too much, or you can damage it. So if your ears are already like hurting and stuff, don't play with them. Um, Downsize, obviously. So the moral of my story is they were starting to get really rashy. Actually, like I noticed the symptoms, and I'm like, I do not want this to happen again. That was like 2 days ago, and now like they're completely fine. I even sleep on them. Yeah, I'm still trying not to play with them. I'm gonna not like play around with them for like a week, but I know they're stretchy and I know I can touch them and stuff. And I wouldn't even put a headphone in like the first day because I really wanted to make sure I fixed it. My videos always end up around 7 minutes. I don't get it. Also, I'm not gonna be putting those half-inch ones back. I did, however, spend like $30 on them, which is a bitch. Cause well, I'm making this video so long. Just you guys can wait 1 second. Okay, Nolan's ear stretching jewelry above 00 gauge. Be what it is. Okay, so here were the plugs I had in. See, they're made of metal. They have a diamond on the front, and on the back you can actually see there's a battery. So, well, I'm not going to do it right now because it's a lot of effort. You untwist the back, flip the battery around, and then when you push it, it changes 4 different colors. And so I actually didn't like these. Like, I liked them. They were really cool to wear and stuff, and I thought they looked good. They looked fine and everything. We actually still be able to see there's some, like, really crusty shit, like, on it. I don't know if you can see it. Whatever. But yeah, and you can see because it's a twist on, right? So the back is a lot bigger than what's in my ear. So it was kind of like pushing against my ear and stuff, and I guess my ears just really didn't like it. So if anything's irritating your ears, even if you had it in for like a while, I don't even recommend putting it back in. Like when I got my ration originally, those 0 gauge plugs, I ended up putting them back in like recently when I was like going back up. But even then, I really didn't like them. I felt they made my ears itchy. Um, so yeah, just kind of listen to your body because it's telling you important things when you're stretching. Like it's helpful. And if you just think, oh well, this person stretched up in a week, so can I. That's not the case because we all have different bodies, and it's like we said, we're all different people. No one is the same as another. So don't judge someone else. It's kind of the same thing. Don't go by what others do. Just because they can do it doesn't mean you can do it. It's kind of like, uh, don't try this at home. Well, basically what I'm telling you is average advice. If, say, you have an irritation and you just leave your plugs and it heals itself, that's great. That's your body. It's like some people can stretch with silicone, and I wouldn't recommend it still, as I've said previously. But it's just listen to your body, as I say in every video. Yeah, that's the moral of ear stretching is listen to your body and don't get carried away and don't follow what others do. Just because it's right for them doesn't mean it's right for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this was a really long. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while too. I will probably try to make some more soon for the like 100 of you that watch them. So enjoy your ear stretching and listen to your body, guys. Peace.